I'm Dylan Tremblay, and this is the Tremblay Show. Hi, guys. It's great to be back. Life has been busy for Bikes and I. Health stuff, personal stuff, computer issues, just life in general, but I'm happy to be back. I just really wanted to get this video out to thank all my subscribers, all 5,000 plus subscribers. So celebrating 5,000 subscribers, and just really wanted to thank all my Ko-Fi coffee supporters. It just means so much. The YouTube revenue is very small. You get 10,000 views, they're gonna pay you maybe $40 or something. So it's very small amount, especially after you spend a week and countless hours filming, planning, editing the video. Life is full of so many challenges, and one of them is adulting and co-parenting 2 children, bringing 2 kids into this world, in this crazy world where everything is just so expensive and there's so many uncertainties. So I've got a small home, my kids have their bedrooms, they've got their own space. That was very important for me. And I've got my bed, my bedroom, in my living room. So that's how I manage these ever evolving costs of life. Last year, I felt I was putting a lot of effort into the videos and producing the videos, editing the videos, a lot of time, and not a lot of time for myself and actually riding my bike or taking care of my body. Last month, I was working on a video and my computer stopped working. I couldn't access the video I was working on, and iMovie just kept crashing. It was frustrating, as I have been dealing with a lot of computer issues the past few months. So thank goodness for my friend Simon. Simon, buddy of mine from high school. We used to ride bikes around Nelson at lunch hour, and we've reconnected out here on Vancouver Island. So it's been so great having Simon. He's a computer wizard, tech guru. So thanks so much, Simon. He's fixed up my computer a few times now. I've got an old computer. It's 10 plus years old. So he's done all these things just to make it so it still works and I can run these programs. But this final time was kind of like the final straw. I'm not in a place where I can replace the computer. So I've got not a lot of options right now, but I'm gonna figure it out. For the time being, Simon was nice enough to lend me a nice MacBook. And it's been amazing using a newer MacBook, where back months ago when I'm trying to upload on this old computer, at times it takes 2 hours to upload a video. On Simon's computer, 10-15 minutes and the 7 gig video is uploaded. And a lot of times on my computer, I would wait 2 hours and it still wouldn't upload right. So I've dealt with a lot of frustrating computer issues and then just keep pushing through. But this last time when I couldn't even get into the video I was editing, it was just super frustrating. I spent hours and hours and hours trying to figure it out on my own, and then eventually bring it to Simon and him just kind of saying, yeah, this computer, it's 11 years old. I barely realized how old the computer actually was. Just time flies. I bought it 5 years ago. I saved up all my loonies, quarters, toonies during COVID and rolled them all up. And I bought this computer from a guy in Victoria, and I was so stoked. It's like my first real computer. And I guess it was only 5 years old at that time, but now 5 years has flown by and it's 11 years old. Do that math. Another amazing thing, I've had a few people reach out to me and they're like, hey Dylan, do you want a whole bunch of bike parts? I've got a whole bunch of bike parts. And these guys have been so generous. So huge thanks to Jason Fennell from Victoria. He's a mountain biker. He's been mountain biking for years, and he gave me boxes of bike parts, old magazines, some old gear, some DVDs. So generous of you, Jason. Thanks so much for that pile of parts. And also, I got a big pile of parts from Big Grin Bikes here in Qualicum Beach. He called me up, told me to come down. I've got some cool stuff you might be interested in. Jumped in my truck, went straight there, and I was blown away. Old Marin bike, unidentified titanium frame. Filmed a video with that Marin Team DH. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys check that out. And another big thanks to Les Clint. He had been hoarding bike stuff for about 20 plus years, and he gave me all his old stuff, just bins and boxes, some newer stuff, some older stuff. So I'm still kind of sorting through all that stuff. And I think I can use some of that newer stuff to get my bike going again. So yeah, thanks Les. And a big shout out to Vlad Yurkov. He's been a big supporter of the channel. Before I was even posting on YouTube, I'd share the videos with him. This was before I even posted on YouTube. And he was always giving me some real good positive feedback. And recently he gave me a Fox 36 and some bike tires. So that Fox 36 is going to go on my bike because my fork is done. Bushings, barely compresses. I'm looking forward to putting that fork on that bike. Thanks, Vlad. And also thanks to Simon for donating about 20 bags of bottles and cans. So I cashed that in and made over $100. About 2 hours at the bottle depot, organizing, stacking, and walking out of there with a handful of cash. So thanks, Simon, supporting the channel with bottles and cans and your computer knowledge. Yeah, Simon. Oh yeah, so Simon, I got to work on your bike here soon. I got to get Simon's old Kona hardtail going. The new year started off with some pretty cool opportunities. Colin from Canadian Cycling Magazine reached out to me for an interview, so we chatted on the phone for about an hour, and he put together a great little article. So thanks so much, Colin, for that. That was awesome. Old bike shop I worked at, Rock City Cycles in Nanaimo, they reached out to me for a little Instagram interview. Did that, and now I have 2 bikes, the Decurf from my Decurf build and the Brody Romax, on display down at Rock City Cycles in Nanaimo, along with 3 frames. And also, I went on stage in front of 400 people for the Vancouver International Mountain Film Festival, co-hosting the event with Matt Dennison. That was very exciting and very stressful and terrifying, but I was really happy to overcome the fears, get on stage, and Matt was the main host and I was just the co-host. So most pressure was on him, but I put a lot of pressure on myself and made it through. I'm actually working on a video that kind of documents that whole experience. So through the downtime of having computer issues, I did rediscover digging, and I fired up my chainsaw for the first time in ages. So it was really exciting to get back to digging jumps, chainsawing, and having fun in the bush again. I find that I'm always filming, I'm always editing. If it's planning 2 or 3 videos, filming 2 or 3 videos, editing 2 or 3 videos, that's just the way my mind works. I find it really hard to focus on one thing. So I've actually spent a lot of time getting this video all planned and put together. So pretty excited to just get this out and for you guys to watch. Like I mentioned in a previous video, a few months back, I did lose my job, a job I'd been doing for 8 years. That was really tough. I was only given 4 days notice. It was a job that gave me a lot of opportunities. I was good at that job, medical, dental for my kids and I. So when I lost that job, I think a lot of things were kind of going through my head. Now, a couple months later, I'm here and I'm trying to decide, what am I going to do with my life? What's the next phase of life? A lot of times these losses lead to growth and different opportunities. So I'm still trying to work through that and figure out what am I going to do with my life? What's my next step? What are the options? Am I going to collect bottles and cans in a trailer behind my bike? The bittersweet benefits of losing a job: find a trade of some sorts, work as a plumber. Am I going to start a mountain bike school? Am I going to do Dylan's mountain bike adventure guiding? There's a lot of options, a lot of things kind of swirling through my head because I really want to do something that I'm going to enjoy. I don't want to just jump into something that's not going to be right for me. So I just want the right fit. And looking at other possibilities in life that are more suited to my skills and desires. So it's been a constant battle with the tarp sheds on the property, the rain, the wind, just constantly trying to maintain them. So I'm really hoping this is the year that I get some sort of structure built on the property. I've thought maybe about Patreon. I don't know much about Patreon. If you guys know about Patreon, please tell me. and maybe that's something I'll look into in the future. I did sell one of my Brodies just to kind of take care of some bills. That was a bit tough. So I thought it'd be cool to do a subscriber kind of community based video where you guys send me in videos, photos of your favorite bike, vintage bike, bike parts, something you built. So I was also thinking about starting a web store. I need more insight on how to get that set up online and get all my parts online. I think that'd be a good way to support my channel, buying bike parts and supporting my life. So yeah, it's been basically 2 years of posting on YouTube now. I think I've posted about 20 full-length videos. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work making videos. It's a lot of work just conceptualizing the idea, producing, filming, documenting, editing, and putting it all together and being happy with it and finally just posting it. But it's not all just done when you post it. Then you gotta put a title, a clever title, and a nice thumbnail. After taking a bit of time off, forced time off, it was exciting getting back editing the other day. So I did a little adventure to Quadra Island exploring a mine. So I was putting those clips together, and I'm gonna put that video out, see what you guys think, exploring a mine via a bicycle. It feels like yesterday that I was working on my 500 subscriber video. I think it was actually around this time last year I was making a thank you 500 subscribers. And now here I am 1 year later. Thank you 5,000 subscribers. So thank you all for supporting the channel, watching, commenting, supporting me through the Ko-Fi, buying me a coffee, and just being out there watching the videos. Hopefully getting inspired, maybe to build a vintage bike, ride some trails, have fun, because bikes are therapy. Bikes are great. I love my bicycle. So it's been about 6 videos since I thanked my coffee supporters, and I really want to thank all you guys so much for supporting me that way. It really does mean so much. And I want to make sure I spell your names right, and I hope I didn't miss anyone. So here we go. All right, so thank you, Ross Pattinson, Roy Kragowski. Yeah, Roy. I know Roy. Roy is such an awesome dude. He's in his 70s. He's still out there riding. He's still out there trail building. Jareth, Blaze, Renault, Jeff Hyde, Henry Klassen, Jacob Pickering, Chris Ioro, Jonathan Moore, Laura Jokinen. Hey, Laura. Thanks, Laura. I know Laura. Rasto Ricart, Mikkel Holmberg, Stoles, Greg Martins, Thomas Shigoka. Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Kevin Myers, Stephen Shepard, Devin Clark, another vintage bike collector. Einar Halbig, huge thanks, Einar. Thanks, man. Jen Reese, thanks, Jen. Dustin Hughbanks, Darren Rebello, old friend. Thanks for supporting the channel. It means so much. Rodney Mackey, Lucas Zielinski, Rodney Mackey. Again, thanks, Rodney, twice in 2 weeks. Maslej Kazmerksach, Stephen Morrow, Ben Boyker, Scott Bannister. Thanks, Scott. Scott's the Marin guy here in town. He gave me a handlebar. Dennis Lay, Andrew Notik, Johannes Schneider, Jonathan Harris, Joe Schwartz. Come on, Joe Schwartz, Neuro Disorder 1. Went to high school with Joe. Grew up with Joe, living across the street from me, kitty corner. Thanks so much, Joe. That means so much. You're the man, Joe. Nelson, BC. Chris Ardell, Richard Hayter, Peter Thielen, Dustin Hughbanks, Rick Fulla, vintage bike collector, friend of mine who's helped me out so much. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Rick, and thanks, Coney. Yeah, you guys been a huge help. Steve Holford, Mark Zarowski. Huge thanks, man. Thanks, Mark. Ben Hildred, Paul Shaforo. Thanks so much, all you guys. Thanks for the coffee. I'm drinking coffee right now. So good. I figured with all my insecurities, I'd never post a video. And now I posted 20 videos and have all these subscribers and people watching. And it's great. I feel happy about it. And that's kind of, I feel comfortable talking to you guys, being open, and honest, telling you where I'm at in my life. We'll get more into that in the future. I do really want to make an intro video, just explain to you guys my history, my past, if it was racing cross country, being the BC Cup XC champ, or racing cyclocross and doing a pro event down in Portland, Drop-In TV. A lot of you guys watched Drop-In TV back in the day. A lot of you guys don't even probably know what Drop-In TV is. So that was a big part of my life, being featured in mountain bike movies and traveling around, riding a lot of the premier mountain bike spots 20 years ago. So I just want to throw together a video and just give you guys a little bit of a look of the past, my past history. Back in my 20s, I just devoted everything to riding, all my time. I never made any money. I sold bike parts. I slept on couches. I did whatever I could just so I could keep riding my bike. And now here I am in my 40s, broken body, and still not sure what I'm going to do with my life. So this last year has been really great, just getting more confidence on my bike, just more confidence in general. So that's just been really great in my 40s, becoming more comfortable with myself. I'm back doing all my strengthening, my exercises, all those little maintenance things that keeps the body going, because if you don't, then the body really breaks down. Like riding these old bikes is challenging. Usually, it can take me a while just to recover from one of these rides, riding these old bikes, because they're so rigid, and then my back will go out or something will happen with the wrist tendons, and then I'm messed up for a week. But it's always worth it, of course, for your guys' entertainment. Yeah, because that's a big thing. It's interesting when you start a mountain bike YouTube channel and then you just not actually mountain biking. You're spending most of your time editing or planning, editing or filming. That's how it was with Drop-In TV back in the day. Everyone would watch an episode and see this awesome trail, but they didn't know that, to film 5, 6, 7 guys coming down a trail, there's a lot of hiking up and down, up and down. You don't actually get to ride that whole trail. You're putting in hours of time to film that trail, which is rewarding on its own. So I'm not hating on it, but okay, so here's my first giveaway. My friend Matt Dennison made me these stickers, The Joy of Biking. I just want to give away a couple stickers to one lucky person. Just leave a comment and I'll just pick someone, get your address, and send them off to you. And in the future, I'll be selling these stickers, making more stickers, and doing a little bit of merch, just still looking into that whole process. And if you guys know the best way to start a website where I could sell bike parts and get that all set up in an easy way, because I really don't like the process of selling parts, the time it takes, but I do need to sell some bike parts. I've got a lot of bike parts, so many bike parts. So yeah, I'm just really excited that I've rediscovered digging. I've got my chainsaw again. I'm doing a lot of sawing. I'm planning some trail work, and I'm working on an exciting video right now, discovering an old jump spot. So maybe we'll be learning to dirt jump again, dig dirt jumps. It's been a long time. Yeah, lots of exciting things I see in my future. So let's keep it going, and looking forward to new, interesting, fun, awesome opportunities that involve mountain biking. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting the channel, and get out and ride your damn bike.
Show. Everybody gotta go the wrong way, yo. If you like, just give me a like, but if you don't, then just go ride your damn bike. Yeah, this is the Tremblay show. Everybody here, you just gotta flow. There's no